What's up? What's going on, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Rhonda and I'm happy to have you. Today is Sunday, July 20th. It is 11:59 a.m. I'm about to walk out the door. So I'm going to an event. As most of y'all may know, Honey is an SG Row, and today her chapter turns 50. Well, I don't know if today is the exact day, but they're celebrating 50 years today. So I'm going to have a good time to celebrate, support. There's going to be speakers, there's going to be dinner, I believe music and all of that. So yeah, I'm about to walk out the door and I was like, let me start a video. And I also wanted to show y'all the smell goods that I'm wearing today. So it's time for me to replace all of these. I need to replace all of these because I'm almost out. Y'all, when I wear this combination of scents, when I tell you I turn heads, people are constantly asking me like, what is that? What do you have on? Men, women, it doesn't matter. I always get compliments. So the first thing is Dream Bright from Bath and Body Works. So I have to start with this. And I think I dropped this one. I feel like I dropped it because it like sprays out weird. But it's coming out, but it's like, I don't know. This smells really good by itself. And I don't know, I was just messing around with a bunch of scents and like layering stuff. I know this may seem like a lot, y'all, but it's not coming out like it normally would. So I gotta spray quite a bit. But yeah, so I was mixing and matching stuff and I found the perfect combo. So next up, this is so beat up. Look at this. This is Noir. This is a body spray from Bath and Body Works as well. So this is the next step. And it has to go in this order. It has to go in this order. And then the final piece is After Dark. This is a body oil. So I'm almost out of this as well. Yeah, this is the final touch. I usually put it on my neck, my ear, and I put it on my hands. I put it on the top of my hands. I don't know what that's about, but I just do. So yeah, I do that. And I'm telling y'all, I get so many compliments. I remember the first compliment I got, I was in the post office and this older woman, y'all, she was like, I don't know, she might have been like well into her 80s possibly. And she reached out, she grabbed me and she pulled me close. She was like, you smell so good. What is that? And yeah, I think that might have been one of my first times trying this combo. And then the compliments just never stopped. So I don't wear this all the time, but when I definitely go out, going to events and, special occasions and stuff like that, I'll wear this. Yeah, so I got to replace everything. And this is from a small business out here in Columbus. So let me put so if y'all can see the number, if you logo. They have incense, body butters, body oil. So yeah, I got to go and replace this. So anyways, y'all, I'm about to walk out the door. I'm gonna bring y'all with me, and I'm gonna probably bring y'all with me for a few days. I'm thinking a few days as this, we got a new week going. And yeah, so let's go have a good time and celebrate. When I tell y'all that was one of the best events I've ever been to, like hands down. And it's not because of Honey, y'all. Like, it was just a job well done. It was so nice. It was organized. Just the attention to detail. The photographer was on point. The music, the food, like just tens across the board. Everybody did a great job. Like her whole team, Honey and her team, they did a great job. They really, really did. They knocked it out the park. And I'm so glad that I got a chance to experience that. Now, let me tell you my favorite part. Okay, so their chapter started 50 years ago to the day. I clarified this. So July 20th, 1975 is when it started. It was started with 8 women. And 3 of those charter members were present at the event today. So they were just shown so much love. They were honored. And, they took time to share stories, about, Black folks in Columbus at that time, how things were. Just talked about the challenges they experienced, what it took to get the chapter started. And they just offered words of encouragement and their wisdom. They shared their wisdom, and I always value that. I love hearing from the elders. I really do. So I loved it. Like I said, 10s across the board. I had a great time. So now, Honey and I are out. I'm about to take her out for a celebratory drink. She definitely deserves it. But I had to go home first and change because I'm like, look, I'm ready to chill now. So I got on some joggers. I got on a t-shirt. I got on some slides. I'm just ready to relax. Okay. It's been a very long weekend. So I'm about to go in there with her and, have a couple drinks. And then we just go chill for the rest of the night. So, I wanted to check in and let y'all know, though, about the event because, that one was up there. They raised the bar really, really high in terms of events, for sure. It's been a few days since I last recorded. It is now Wednesday night. It's almost 7 p.m. And the last time I recorded was on Sunday. So, y'all, I am in the mood for steak and salad. So, that's what I'm about to have. I just got back from Meijer. And this is my favorite steak right now, y'all. Delmonico steaks. I'm telling you, best of the best. If you like a ribeye, if that's your kind of steak, you would enjoy this. I love the price point. So 2 steaks for $12.68. I've only been able to find this at Meijer. I haven't seen it at any other grocery store. I feel like it's, hard to overcook it as well. I like my steaks medium, so it wouldn't be overcooked anyway. But it just seems really hard to overcook. And even if you did cook it a little longer, I feel like it would still be tender. So, this is my favorite steak right now. So, I'm about to make this. Got some salad. Let me show y'all the salad that I'm going to have as well. I plan on having... I'm going to have... I don't know. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. I'm either going to have this blueberry feta or I'm going to have this smoked cherry bacon and cheddar chopped salad. So one of these two, I'll figure it out. But definitely the steak and salad. So let's get to it. So the footage that I need for this vlog, I can't find it all of a sudden. It's magically disappeared. My phone has been tripping a little bit, but it's never lost footage. So I thought that was interesting. So it's July 28th. It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm just editing away and I'm trying to wrap this vlog up and I cannot find my footage anywhere. But while I was editing, there was also this message that was just really heavy over my spirit. Like it just washed over me. So my guess is the message is more important than that footage was. So here I am sharing the message. The message is really simple though, and I hope that it gets to whoever needs it. The message is that your life can change significantly in 1 year if you let it. It can. It can change drastically, but you have to surrender. You have to let go. You got to stop fighting it. You got to stop questioning it. I know that you feel that yearning. I know you feel that pull. I know that you know that it's time to pivot. It's time to change something in your life, and you keep on holding on to it. And it's holding you back. It is, and you know that it's time. It's time, but your life can change a lot in a year if you allow it, and I understand that. I know what fear feels like. I know when it starts to settle in, or if you start to absorb other people's fear that's around you, that happens all the time as well, and change is not easy. It's not easy, but I'll tell you one thing that's harder than that is living a life full of regret, looking back with the wouldas, the shoulda, the woulda, couldas, and the shouldas. Like, you just don't want to live your life like that. You don't want that. You know what I mean? 2022 was a huge year for me. My life shifted completely. Started in a way I didn't see coming. It ended in a way I didn't see coming. You know what I mean? Like, I literally had to surrender to that year completely. And that's how I ended up in Columbus. So let me run through that real quick for anybody that may have missed part of it. You might not know what I'm talking about at all. So in January of that year, I went through a breakup. That's how I started at the top of the year. Took some time to myself. I spent a lot of time to myself, after that breakup, just kind of shifting back in, shifting gears. April 1st of that year, honey and I talked on the phone for the first time. So prior to that, we hadn't been like talking and flirting with each other or anything like that. I noticed her in my live streams. She never said a whole lot, but when she did speak, it was always meaningful. It always made me think. Eventually, we sent a couple of DMs to each other because I was curious what she did for a living. That's how the conversation started. And then eventually, like I said, we talked on the phone April 1st. In the middle of May, so we talked on the phone about a month and a half. She flew from Columbus to LA. We took a road trip to Las Vegas. We spent our first weekend together. We had an incredible time. We just hit it off. We did. We hit it off. Like, our energy transferred in person, because sometimes you can have a disconnect. I believe that you can, sometimes that energy is not the same, but it wasn't like that. Like, we had instant chemistry in person as well. July, I came to Columbus for the first time. I stayed for like a month and a half, flew back home, came back, was just going back and forth. Y'all, by December 28th of 2022, I had signed my lease to move to Columbus. So my life changed significantly in less than a year. And it's just because I let it, you know what I mean? And sometimes I have these moments where it just really hits me. Like, I cannot believe that I left California. Like, it just really blows my mind, because I felt like that was where I was going to live for the rest of my life. But there was just something that was pulling me. Like I'm telling you, like, God, this has God written all over it. Like, the change, like me being open to a change like this. And honestly, I can't even imagine myself living in California. And my entire family is here. My parents, my cousins, aunties, uncles, godson, godmother, everybody is in California. But I can't imagine myself living there. And I'm going to tell you why. I have an amazing group of friends. And also, I'm thriving in ways I just never had before, Y'all, I have so many opportunities out here. My name is brought up in rooms all the time. And the way that I'm connecting with people, it's just in ways I've never connected before. And it's just the biggest blessing when people really just see you for who you are. You know what I mean? Like, people just really see you. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just that, maybe California, LA was just oversaturated. Too many people where you kind of get lost in the shuffle. So it's hard for opportunity to reach you sometimes. I don't know. But either way, all I know is 100% without a doubt, I am supposed to be here in Columbus. And I'm so glad that I'm here. I'm glad I didn't let nobody get in my ear or distract me or keep me from making this move, so that I could be here exactly where I needed to be, and it was a smooth transition. It was seamless. And everything has really been easy since then. Like, the move itself was easy. Everything fell into place quickly, easily. like there wasn't much that I had to think about. You know what I mean? Which again, just let you know that it's a God-led, that God had, God, was all over it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I just wanted to share that because I'm just saying that like my experience, my life shifted. The year started off rocky and it ended on such a high note because I allowed it to. I just surrendered. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. All I knew was I just had to be obedient, and I buckled up for the ride pretty much. That's what I did, and I'm so glad that I did, y'all. I'm just in a sweet spot in my life, and I'm just so grateful, and I want the same for you as well. So again, I know you feel that feeling. I know that something is keeping you up at night. I know that you have a big decision just sitting right in front of you. And you're teetering, you kind of one foot in, one foot out, but you got to go all in on it. It's time, and there's no time like the present to go ahead and take advantage of whatever it is that you must shift in your life right now. And a lot of us have a lot of things that we have to change. Some things are small changes and some things are really big changes, but nonetheless, like it's time to get in motion. It's time to do it. Again, you do not want to have a life that just regret. You really don't want to look back and think about all the things you could have done when you have the time in front of you right now to go ahead and take that first step. So yeah, y'all, that was it's so interesting how it just washed over me. Like I was editing, I'm looking down at the phone editing, and it was just like I just felt it. You know what I mean? Like it jolted me. So I was like, huh? And then all of a sudden I couldn't find my footage. So anyways, let me know if this message connects with you in any way, or maybe it's for somebody that maybe you need to be the person to deliver some words of encouragement to somebody in your circle that has been struggling with a decision. Maybe a lot of us are waiting for permission from somebody that we value in our circle and in our orbit. We're waiting for them to give us permission to do certain things, right? So maybe you need to deliver this message to somebody as well. So maybe it's not for you, but somebody else that's around you. But yeah, I had to share this really quick. And before I go, y'all, I know it's been a minute since I released the video. Was not my intention at all, y'all. Like I really, really, really want to be with y'all consistently. So we're going to try it again. We're going to try it again, y'all, till I get it right. Okay. So be patient with me. And also just so much love to y'all for holding me accountable. I told y'all to reach out to me, DM me, email me, whatever. Reach out to me if I'm not posting, and y'all definitely sent messages. So I appreciate, that y'all reached out. One of the most recent exchanges I had was with Kenya. So shout out to Kenya. Kenya was like, what's up, Rhonda? It's been over a month. We miss you. Where you at? And I thank y'all for real. Like that really means a lot to me, that y'all be missing me and I'll be missing y'all. It's mutual. It really is. Okay. So yeah, the next video is going to be a vlog. It is going to include the Cincinnati Music Festival. That's me and Honey's jam. It's our 4th year going, y'all. This is our 4th year. It's our tradition. So yeah, that'll be the next vlog after this. So that's it, y'all. Meet me in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. I love y'all, and I mean that. That's it. Be good to yourself, y'all. Peace.